The night watches start at 8 in the evening and go until 12, then the next until 4, and then until 8. The one from 4 to 8 is called the dog's watch because it's the coldest and darkest of all. The watches before and after are lighter so that you can tell the watch from 12 to 4 is the most strenuous. That was the guys who just got up. We've been sailing 3 days now, and slowly there's a feeling of exhaustion creeping in. You catch every hour you can. Und langsam schleicht sich dann doch die Erschöpfung so weit ein, dass man jede Stunde, die man kriegen kann, noch wirklich nutzt.
Also ich habe vielleicht 10 Minuten.
I've only slept about 10 minutes. It was up and down and rather loud. Now we've got 2 times 6 hours. Then I'll be able to sleep. And then I'll become unconscious. Now I'm anxious to see what awaits us outside. Due to the noise and the dynamics, it was pretty extreme. On the high seas, safety is everything. The chances of surviving are not good for long in 10-degree water, and not good at all when the waves are so big that the man overboard can no longer be found. In the meantime, the wind has changed into a storm. The sea is chopped up, good weather sailing is long gone. Ideal conditions, however, for the yacht. The Boatman is now sailing at 20 knots. On the 4th day, a competitor's sail appears on the horizon. It is the Boone family's Iscarille. Slowly but surely it gets closer despite all resistance. A special event at sea that a yacht gets so close. Finally, it overtakes and disappears into the broadness of the ocean. On the Boatman, the crew is pleased that the others are doing well. The taste of defeat, however, remains. And now heightened attention is needed. The oven is hot. A simple meal at high sea is the best remedy for the depressing mood of the lost battle. Today we've got small pieces of pasta so you can eat them easily with a spoon, and an excellent pesto classico from America. Let's hope it tastes okay, with a whole lot of parmesan. A simple recipe indeed, but not so easy to prepare and cook, and definitely not when sailing into the wind. And so in the evening, the good mood is restored. On the next day, the weather has calmed. The damp things from below deck are drying on the railing in the summery 20 degrees. The Boatman is just approaching its first stage marker, Point Alpha, more than 1,400 nautical miles in 6 days. At last, Captain Stefan Blanc gives the position to the regatta organizing committee. 8th place, and the competition is fast on their heels. The Grey Goose came round here an hour ago, and he said he had 55 knots of wind and continuously over 45. But when he picked up his boat, he had 5-meter-high waves on the Baltic. On deck, there is a relaxed mood and a spontaneous ritual with a candle on a hat. Well, we're around now, so the next marker is 1,800 miles. Yep, 1,800 miles to Fair Isle. And we're in the middle of the race, so surprisingly good, really, without any damage. The competition has been heavily shaken about, and the mood is extremely good. A new course with a high sail, full speed ahead. The spinnaker is hoisted in a strong abaft wind. Over 250 square meters of sail is the Boatman's turbocharger. It's also necessary since their pursuers are lurking on the horizon. Suddenly it becomes hectic on deck. The newly hoisted sail is torn. The skipper has to go up the mast to rescue the spee ropes. Valuable time is lost. Meanwhile, below deck, the damage is analysed and a quick solution is sought. Carsten Ruhl, in normal life a prostheses maker, has found the nostrum and gets to work. Well, the head cable stiffener is torn out, so we can't use it or even repair it. We're trying to put in a headboard like a large sail has. That's why I'm sawing out these two metal sheets here to attach to the top. But it will be some time until the sail can be used again. Carsten Ruhl will have to put in some extra layers. A northerly course is laid as a tactic. The boatman thus leaves the warm regions of the Gulf Stream and enters a fog bank. Sight is bad and the wind dies. A high-pressure area prevents the yacht from making use of this advantage. Below deck, the new weather data are analyzed with care.
Ja, aufgrund der...
Well, due to the receding wind, it looks like we're being pushed back somewhat. Our boat is simply too heavy. We can't compete against the other lighter ones, and our only hope is to get worse weather, more wind, and then get up to a better place. Otherwise, we'll have to make the best of it.
Dass wir irgendwann noch mal schwereres Wetter wieder kriegen, mehr Wind, um dann der Plätze gut zu machen. Ansonsten versuchen wir einfach das Beste draus zu machen im Moment.
But then, the one thing happens that sailors fear most: dead calm. The course was a mistake, and the climatic borders have thrown a spanner in the works. Not even food can help now. The mood sinks, the yacht drops 4 places to 12th place.
Wir sind die ganze Nacht wunderbar gefahren.
We sailed well all night with a northwest wind at force 5, with a light drizzle. Then the rain got stronger and the wind was suddenly gone. So we're now in a dead calm and there's nothing we can do about it. We're not moving at all and simply drifting around. We need patience now until the breeze picks up again.
Man übt sich in Demut.
We are practicing humility. It's a nice trait which none of us has, but you're taught it at times like this. After a short period of doubt flaring up and pure action, you soon develop a godly devotion and wait for the time to pass.
Stellt sich irgendwann eine Gottergebenheit ein. Und man wartet, dass sich's ergibt.
Nevertheless, the improvisers have enough time to carry out the repairs. A provisional creation made of aluminium sheet makes the spinnaker complete again, and the grinder handle is also back in business. Now at last, proper cooking equipment can be used in the kitchen. The calm sea allows Hans Östmann to create a high-seas meal of juicy steaks, pasta with a mushroom and bacon sauce, with a refined paprika garlic dip.
Absolut normale Regatterverpflegung sollte genauso sein.
Normal regatta catering should be like this. A good meal keeps the mood up, but you have to take the time for it.
Die Zeit sollte man sich nehmen.
The best meal for the crew in the last 2 weeks, and probably the best meal in the whole regatta field. A culinary delight aboard a high-seas racing yacht is everything but normal. A devout silence and satisfied faces accompany the event. But what's this? In the evening, the clouds dissolve, the breeze picks up, and the boatman sails onto Fair Isle, upwind. The missing wind of the previous few days has thrown the boatman back. For the 1,900 nautical miles from Point Alpha to here, it has taken them 12 days. Fair Isle, between Orkney and Shetland, is the second marker point on the journey, and at the same time, the entrance to the North Sea. But before this can happen, a strong east wind in the night prevents the boatman from steering the direct course to the marker point. The large sail gets it cleared reef, and the storm